Sugarlandia. Sugarcane fields as far as the eye can see. But to the east, beyond the fields, another kingdom rises from the ground and touches the sky. Beyond the sugarcane is a world steeped in mystery and magic, where ancient rivers and ravines collide, and majestic waterfalls as tall as buildings cascade into hidden jungle sanctuaries. In this kingdom, the mighty volcano Mount Kanlaon is king. Once a place inaccessible to most, new roads and development have opened up this world to weekend adventurers, entrepreneurs, and health enthusiasts. In this episode, we explore this rapidly changing world. I'm Ben Scharlin, and I'm Don Rum's man on the ground. And in this episode, we'll explore the mystical and magical mountains of Sugarlandia. In order to explore the mountains of Sugarlandia, we head to the mountain town of Don Salvador Benedicto, or as it's locally referred to, DSB. With its cooler climates, mountain vistas, cliffside cafes, hiking trails, and pinewood forests, the town has been nicknamed the Little Baguio of Negros Occidental. But unlike Baguio, this town is a mere hour drive from the heart of Bacolod City, making it an attractive destination for weekend adventurers and mountain lovers in the region. The mayor of DSB has the interests of the region coursing through his veins. He was nice enough to drop by and talk with us about the past, present, and future of the town, and about the appeal of living in this beautiful mountain landscape. Hello, Mayor. Thank you for joining us. I know your family's been part of the history of DSB, Don Salvador Benedicto, for a long time. Can you just take us through your family and the town's history?
It started when my father worked here in the farms, sugarcane farms. My father decided to create this place into a new town. When it was created in 1983, everything from support from national government really arrived, and the roads are the first. And people would really love to come here because of the climate, the views, the scenery, the food, the culture, as well as we Salvadorians. We are warm people. We would really love visitors. It's a great opportunity for the locals, local cafes, restaurants, bars, resorts. They're all filled up because it's nice here. Don Salvador Benedicto is a very, very beautiful place. For me, being born, raised in Sugarlandia, we really have a sweet palate. That's why, for me, the taste of Don Papa is sweet as we are Negrenses. So it's perfect.
If you ever want to just get out of the hustle and bustle of the city, breathe in some fresh mountain air, eat some plant-based organic farm-to-table food, or just generally find your zen, this is the place to do it. This is Rapha Valley, and it's the premier health and wellness destination in the mountain town of Don Salvador Benedicto. Now we're going to talk to the owner, a medical doctor turned plant-based diet advocate, Dr. Albert Ho. We're going to talk to him about his vision for Rapha Valley and about his lifelong mission to promote health and wellness to the local community and beyond. So Dr. Ho, how did you start in health and wellness?
So it is always, your food is your medicine. First, I experienced it myself because I have an asthma before. I wanted to migrate. When I discovered Don Salvador, we came here, so I didn't have an attack of asthma for the whole night. I said, this is the place. This is the place. Rapha Valley is here to promote the healing vibrations of the Kanlaon volcano for the healing and health of the community.
So now we're here at Kusinata, which is a beautiful cliffside restaurant with a stunning view of the biggest waterfalls here in DSB, deep in the mountains of Sugarlandia. Kusinata employs and trains members of the Ata tribe. The Ata tribe are the indigenous people of Sugarlandia.
I'm David, and I'm one of the pioneer chefs of Kusinata. When Kusinata started, we didn't have a menu yet. We just had all-day breakfast. So that's how Kusinata started. Well, we have this $1 million view behind us, and it would be a shame to serve the same food that the city restaurants serve. We try to find ingredients that are already here because the freshest ingredients usually come from where you are closest to.
Initially, we started to ask what were the local food that the Ata was making. And we wanted to make some twists and make it modern or showcase it in a way where the common people would appreciate it. Kusinata, I wanted to develop more. I want more Ata youth to experience working here. Because when they come here, I could see the change in them before as compared to now. They're like really good in what they do right now. Even for our one cook there, he's a definite example of how far we've come. From learning nothing to taking charge in the kitchen. And that's the meaning behind everything, you know. Stripping down the business, what we started with was just to help out with the Ata, and naturally, it just bloomed into this beautiful restaurant.
Ako si Jorilyn Impel Puentes. Usa ko nga ata, ang ako nga kaluluhan ata gid siya ka pure. Diri taga Don Salvador kami. Ang sanguna dako kalayan sanguna kagaro. Ang sanguna ang among mga kaluluhan na makita sa tawagahan hadlok sila. Tapos karon ang sa mga atutubo na mga sini nga henerasyon nang naka-eskwela na tapos di na sa mahadlok tao na kuan nilang kaugalingon nga nang nakakuan sa uban sa taga-syudad nga makabalo sa makahalubilo ba. Ang Kusinata, dakong nakatabang sa mua, labi na sa mga tribo nga ata, na-empower mi nila nga di nami maulaw sa mga tao nga makigatubang. Dako gid kay nataba ang Kusinata sa mua labi sa mga kabataan kay nang nakakuan po sila ka ng labi nami ka ng trabaho diri makadugang gid ka suporta po sa mga labi na pag-eskwela sa mga bata.
ManggaPuri Villas is the perfect example of how one family's desire to build a sanctuary for themselves in the mountains turned into one of the premier resorts to stay in while in the region. This is a common story here. What starts as a personal passion project turns into a thriving business that helps to support, promote, and preserve the local environment and community. We talked to the owner about her personal journey from mountain lover to business owner.
Because I'm a cancer survivor, so I thought having a serene place like ManggaPuri. I built this one for the family. Slowly, it just evolved into what we have now, where a lot of visitors, locals from Bacolod, come over for the weekend, stay overnight with the family. So we like to think of ManggaPuri as a very family-oriented place. When you stay overnight, you have access to the outdoor sauna, and we have a dipping pool. And at night, we put the bonfire. Hopefully, we will have some international guests to come, to relax, to see Negros, and we can your little share of putting Negros on a dot in the map of Philippines.
The Philippines is a tropical country, and when you think tropics, you think humidity, rainforests, jungles, but you don't think pine trees. That's because pine trees usually thrive in countries with cooler climates. But because we're up here in the mountains, in a cooler climate, pine trees are able to grow. And that's what makes this dense and beautiful pine forest an even more special destination for nature lovers up here in the mountains of Sugarlandia. Malatan-Og Falls. This 5-story waterfall is one of the biggest and most beautiful in the entire Philippines. Nestled in the Matapata mountain range, these falls have become one of the biggest natural attractions in this mountain region. Viewing the falls from the observation deck right off the road is a pleasure in itself, and easily accessible to all. But for the more adventurous, a 30-minute descent down a steep and slippery jungle cliff, then a river crossing, and some more jungle trekking will get you to the base of the falls, where one can really feel its enormous size and power. But getting to the falls is worth it, for standing face to face with such a natural wonder is a privilege few get to experience in their entire lives. Sugarlandia isn't always what it seems. To the east, beyond the sugarcane fields, majestic mountains rise from the ground to touch the sky. The spirit of mystery and magic, the spirit of adventure, the spirit of Don Papa Rum lives in these mountains, embodied by the mighty volcano, Mount Canlaon. With new roads, easier access, and continuing development, these mountains are starting to attract more and more people, interested to explore the unknown, to escape the confines of the city, and to take a deep breath of fresh air. I'm Ben Scharlin, Don Papa Rum's man on the ground, here in the mountains of Sugarlandia. And until next time, Sugarlandia out.